me getting indicted for 17 capital crimes, and I couldn't beat any of them, so I took a plea agreement. There was no cooperation or nothing like that. I was offered a chance to cooperate with the FBI, and I told them, get effed, I'm no rat, whatever, and then that was the end of it. And the guy gave me his card, and he's like, I don't know if you want to talk, give me a call. I said, nope. And so 13 years later, I get out, right? So what happened in prison was kind of, almost like a story in itself. I got there, like I said, I was really out there. I get to prison. Right away, I'm got a chip on my shoulder. I know I'm going away to prison for a long time. So what happened was some black kid, when I was at church, of all things, went into my cell and stole 2 pies out of my little box, right? And disrespect, I couldn't take it. So what happened was I came back, I saw it was gone, I got freaked out, I walked into the unit, it's the county jail. They got one little black and white TV on the table, and everybody's around watching it. I walked over there, grabbed the TV now, so I smashed it, and I said, which one of you bitches stole my pies? I said, now I bought your soul. Who's going to man up and do it like a man? Who's going to come get it? So I put my box of store on the table. I said, oh, dare one of you bitches come get it like a man. Here I am, stand right here. Let's see if you can do it. Now the whole unit freezes up, gets quiet. Everybody's sitting there. Yeah, a pin drop. And it wasn't so racially segregated or anything like that. A lot of prisons is county jail. But a couple of white guys kind of got behind me who didn't like the black dudes. And I didn't care. I would have smashed anyone at this point. So basically, I'm freaking out. TV smash. I'm challenging anyone to a fight. And so they locked us down because they saw something was happening. So they locked us down, and then they let us back out. And they came in and said, what happened? The cops, to me. And I said, somebody stole from me. And they're like, well, calm down, blah, 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 blah. So after they let us back out, I look over and I see this freaking little black kid, right? He's standing there. He's got a razor in his hand. His hand's shaking. So I walk up to him, man. I say, hey, man, why are you shaking? I didn't have nothing to do with it, man. I didn't have nothing to do with it. It was my bunkie. It was my bunkie. Now, his bunkie was this little loudmouth, light-skinned cat. It's kind of muscle-bound, just always freaking talking trash, always talking gangster, always talking hard, weighed about $150. He's muscle-bound, but I could tell he was soft. I could tell he was all bark. So I went up in his cell, opened the door. Everybody saw me going and was watching. I walk in the cell, and I was like, hey, man, you take pies out of my freaking thing? He goes, nah, man. I said, well, I'm going to check your box. And he goes, oh, man, now I feel disrespected. I said, you feel disrespected? Knocked him out. Caved his face in one shot. Hit him right here. Just smashed, shattered his orbital socket, all that. Knocked him right out. Bam. He out. Hits the ground. So I grab him by the ankle, drag him out of the unit. There's a staircase that goes up to the upper stairs. And I drag him out. There's a blood trail out of his cell. He's knocked out. Leave him right there under the stairs so the cops in the tower couldn't see him. I said, now anyone else want to try to steal from him? Anyone else got the balls? This is what's going to happen. So he's knocked out. Eventually, the cops saw him laying there and locked down, like D-unit, locked down, and we all locked down. Of course, everybody ratted on me. They go around and they give like these called kites to see if people will say what they saw, and freaking half the unit, wrote down, oh, Lindbloom knocked him out. So they take me to the hole, and I ended up 90 days in the hole, which is not that big a deal. I mean, whatever, it's 90 days. Actually, I think it was 30 days. But there was a douchebag cop there, and I got into it. I can't remember his name. He was a total freaking douchebag. Man, this harassed us and messed with us all the time. I was not in the mood, so I basically told him to F off and whatever. So then one day I had to go to court, and this is funny. And when they bring me back in court, because I was a high-level, high-profile inmate, I was classified as a level 9. And so they put me in transport in my own little cell. Now, in the county jail, there's all these big holding cells with like 20 guys in each one. There's hundreds of guys. There's chaos. And there's me. And I got this literally like the old movies, black and white striped jumpsuit on. And when they transported me, they shackled me and everything like that. So all these people are like, man, who the hell's that dude? Freaking, Charles Manson in there? So one day I get back in court. I got another charge, gave me $1 million bond. at one point